Hi, I'm Damon Smith, Extension Field Crops Pathologist at the University of Wisconsin-Madison.
I'm Morgan Goodnight. I'm a PhD student at the Talenko Lab at Purdue.
And I'm Darcy Talenko, Field Crop Extension Pathologist at Purdue University in Indiana.
So you'll notice in this version of Bumper Crops, we got a collaboration here between the University of Wisconsin and Purdue, and that's been a really exciting thing for us, I think. And we're really focused on tar spot, which is a really important disease in corn right now in the Midwest. And Morgan, can you talk a little about your work and our collaboration on tar spot? Just tell us what you're learning so far.
Yeah, so I'm kind of focused on irrigation, how the impacts of additional leaf wetness intervals impact the disease development as far as initial onset, kind of those secondary cycles. So I'm kind of looking at how those irrigation and that leaf wetness addition kind of impact spore development, how that increases the severity over the year. So just looking at
Yeah, so that's been a big hole kind of in our tar spot models. We've been really trying to understand this moisture component. It turns out it's really hard to separate temperature and moisture, and we're really hopeful that your work will help us do that. I think, Darcy, we've seen moisture is important, but then is it nighttime moisture, daytime moisture? What are your thoughts on the moisture side of things?
I think we're seeing where we need a fluctuation, right?
Yeah.
Where we need a long period of moisture for those spores to germinate and infect the leaves probably. But then I think it needs to switch and, we dry off during the day and something like that is triggering that infection and then the development in the canopy. But we know that, these fluctuations in moisture is what's triggered the disease and what we're seeing this season. And the goal is to, hone in on those exact environmental conditions, and that'll better make our models work better, and when the spores are being released and when the infection may occur.
So wet-dry cycles really kind of pushing tar spot. Morgan, thinking ahead, how do you think your research is going to impact the farmers once we get this kind of worked out?
Just looking at the best time to irrigate, making sure it's not several small intervals, making sure we're not increasing that leaf wetness interval in that time span.
Yeah, and hopefully we can continue to build these things into our tar spot models and improve the modeling technology as well.
Absolutely.
So, if you'd like to learn more about our collaborations, feel free to visit the Purdue websites, also University of Wisconsin. Darcy, your website is?
IndianaFieldCrop.com. You can find that. And I will also say, suggest you to go to Crop Protection Network website where we share all the multi-state data, and there's a good tar spot web book there that's kind of where we're feeding the most current information that we've learned about this disease.
Yeah, all good places. And then if you'd like to learn more about nutrient management or pest management in Wisconsin, feel free to visit ipcm.wisc.edu, or of course your local extension agent.